This ranking is based on the Play Score, a standard rating that averages gamer reviews and critic reviews. Opening at number 15 is Dungeon Gems. Just like most mobile RPGs, this game takes on the form of a match-3 puzzle. Dungeon Gems is a puzzle game mixed with thrilling RPG elements to pit you against dragons and monsters. Choose from a wide variety of heroes and evolve them into legendary characters. The game has over 200 heroes to customize and tweak. Use your finger to match similar colored runes and unleash its powerful effects to waves and waves of enemies. If you feel alone, you could always call a friend and raid dungeons together in its multiplayer option. It's a free-to-play game on the Play Store and it has a Play Score of 8.35. Number 14 is Age of Wushu Dynasty. Travel back to ancient China and experience the action and serenity that the art of Wushu offers. Age of Wushu Dynasty is more compact than its PC version, with simplified mechanics for optimal mobile use. But, simplified as it may be, the combat is complex yet fluid, and at times, satisfyingly chaotic. Use feints and parries to break defenses and slash enemies in graceful fashion. Once you get used to it, you'll punch, kick, and slice your way through anachronistic goons and grandmasters in a style that Ip Man could be proud of. Like martial arts that it's based on, Age of Wushu is elegant and polished. It's an MMORPG worth enjoying and topped with an authentic Chinese atmosphere, and it has a Play Score of 8.38. Number 13 is Adventure Company. Forsaken Media does what it does best, creating a game that veers away from formulaic mobile RPGs. Adventure Company won't have you leveling up a single hero. You'll have a whole army of heroes to control. It fuses management, action, adventure, and RPG into one adorable game. Divide your armies and take them into different battles for those juicy experience points. Venture through deserts in search of long-lost artifacts or patrol the area for enemies to defend innocent civilians. There's dozens of foes to beat, and even more classes to discover. Promote the best ones, equip them with the finest weapons, and you'll soon be the best bunch of adventurers in all the land. It has a Play Score of 8.39. Number 12 is Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. The magic of Final Fantasy continues to the mobile. Square Enix's popular and long-running franchise takes you to the lives of Rain, Laswell, and Fina in a gripping story that takes the world of Lapis to impending doom. Once again, it's a battle of light and dark. The game's use of the iPhone's touch controls are intuitive and easy to manipulate. By using just your finger, you could control everything in the game. From conjuring powerful magic, fighting enemies, and unleashing damage-dealing limit breaks, it's just so simple. The road to fight the darkness is long and dangerous, but you are not alone. With the iOS's social feature, call a friend and let them aid you in the quest to rid the world of evil. The game is playable in either offline or online. It has a Play Score of 8.40. Number 11 is Dungeon Boss. Defend your dungeon and pillage the neighbors in epic turn-based battles courtesy of Big Fish Games. Be the dungeon boss by amassing an infantry from its wide selection of heroes, with warriors, ninjas, knights, and more. It has intricately designed RPG mechanics, with each hero having its own traits and features. Upgrade, equip, and ascend your heroes to unlock epic abilities, useful against mighty bosses and tricky dungeon crawls. Assemble the fiercest army and test your skills in Clash of Clan-like battles. Take down their defenses, loot the dungeons, and climb the leaderboards. It has a Play Score of 8.43. Number 10 is Soda Dungeon. An RPG game that highlights the importance of a good fizzy drink is something that you would not expect. Armor Games' dungeon crawling / tavern building adventure is a hilarious idea that I bet they brainstormed the game's idea while intoxicated during an office meeting. You start from scratch. Be a lowly peasant as you slowly build the success of your travels by raiding dungeons and creating powerful sodas to improve your tavern. These sodas attract powerful new heroes to join your party, and is an obvious secret to the game's design. Earn loot, create the most addicting of sodas, and watch your tavern flourish. It has a Play Score of 8.52. Number 9 is Sword Art Online, Memory Defrag. If you're a fan of Sword Art Online, then this game is for you. Follow your favorite anime characters, Kirito, Asuna, Leafa, and Sinon, as they delve into digital worlds in an all-new side-scrolling adventure. Relive iconic moments and relish new scenes made directly for the game. Raise your swords and ready your spells as you face off with the anime's towering arch-nemesis. It's a fun and addicting game on its own. Just make sure you don't get stuck in this game's world. It has a Play Score of 8.54. Number 8 is Quadropus Rampage. We've had badass warriors, beautiful maidens, and godlike paladins in a roguelike game before, but what about a cephalopod? Quadropus Rampage is, well, a story about a four-legged creature that's on a dominating spree just to take down the evil king of the seas. The ocean is full of unknown dangers and comes with great challenges. Loot items and grab the most powerful weapons and survive endless waves of underwater creatures. Its procedurally generated levels make up the amount of surprises hidden in store in each adventure. Slay epic bosses in every wave and never let your guard down. It's a goofy RPG game that doesn't take itself seriously, but the roguelike elements would want you to be serious instead. It has a play score of 8.55. Number 7 is Tiny Dice Dungeon. Step inside a teeny-weeny adventure with these pixel-perfect heroes in one of Kongregate's popular browser games. This time, the game takes it to mobile. Roll your dice and experience the joy of raiding dungeons and taking down pixelated monsters with your powerful magic and weapons. Go deeper into the dungeon and witness the game's clever feature of taming monsters to join you in your quest. Collect artifacts, craft legendary weapons, take down insane bosses, and show your mettle in the game's leaderboards. Show the might of your gathered monsters and test your luck. It has a play score of 8.55. Number 6 is Terra Battle, a game that has constantly been improved with every download. Terra Battle is an RPG that uses simple grid-based combat. Players move their characters in a grid-by-grid fashion while taking down enemies via head-on attacks, magic, and flanking. Led by Hironobu Sakaguchi, the original creator of the Final Fantasy series, he calls forth the aid of popular game artists such as Yoshitaka Amano to constantly develop wonderful art for this game. The game's music is also composed by Nobu Uematsu, a popular composer of the Final Fantasy series. It's a magical game that really takes you to Square's classic days, but its developer Mistwalker is trying to do something new. The game is aiming for its next goal, to release it on the consoles. It has a play score of 8.59. Number 5 is Cardinal Quest 2. Get lost in fiery caves and dark dungeons in this unique roguelike experience. Harking back to the retro arcade games of old, this RPG will bring childhood gaming experiences back, with its perfectly executed 16-bit maps and sprites. Choose among 7 classes with their own battle styles. Stay away from enemies and practice your long shots with the ranger, or lurk in shadows for the perfect sneak kill with a thief. There's hundreds of beasts to slay with 3 different story campaigns, including the Endless Tower mode. Randomly generated levels keep gameplay fresh. You never know what monsters lie in the fog, or what legendary items await your Midas hands. Collect fortunes and defeat baddies in this highly interactive adventure, with a play score of 8.62. Number 4 is Arcane Legends, the most definitive MMORPG on the mobile. From the creators of the smash hit Pocket Legends, gives you the most ambitious mobile game they created. It proves that mobile MMO can be possible, and could be improved. Choose from the game's 3 classes, Warrior, Rogue, and Sorcerer, and witness a beautiful and living world of Arlor to discover. Encounter dangerous creatures such as trolls, necromancers, and so much more. Upgrade your hero to conjure powerful arcane magic. To add fun to your journey, grab a pet and explore the world together. This game has a play score of 8.62. Number 3 is One Piece Treasure Cruise. The voyage to the seas is nothing without the power of friendship. Form your hardy crew of landlubbers, and sail to the vast waters in Bandai Namco's mobile One Piece game. Meet your favorite characters from Eiichiro Oda's masterpiece and relive your favorite moments from the manga and anime. The game's combat relies on intense finger-tapping action. With just the use of one finger, unleash powerful combos to take down rogue pirates. Team up with a crew to initiate an insane damage-dealing tandem. Witness the almighty powers of the Devil Fruit because this is one of the finest One Piece games on the mobile. It has a play score of 8.72. Number 2 is Xenonia 4. The ever-popular Xenonia series comes back with a classic character back at the helm. This 4th installment will have Regret on a journey to defeat a rising Dark Lord threatening the land of Xenonia. Battle enemies in real time with hack-and-slash mechanics, and earn enough experience to become the hero the world needs you to be. Become any one of the game's 4 classes, and master skills in melee and ranged combat. It's a delight to play with anime-style visuals and moving soundtracks that make fitting atmospheres in every situation. It has a play score of 8.81. And here are the runners-up before we reveal the number 1. Heroes of Order and Chaos. Experience a fun mobile MOBA game with over 47 unique heroes to choose from. Take down the enemy's defenses and tear down the enemy's stronghold. It has a play score of 8.34. Final Fantasy Record Keeper. Relive your favorite moments from one of the most successful RPG games to date. Embark on an emotional story while meeting up with the familiar faces of the Final Fantasy universe. It has a play score of 8.33. Pocket Mortys. It's like Pokemon meets Rick and Morty, but let's just pretend it's from a different universe where Pokemon never existed. Collect hundreds of Mortys and battle them out to determine who's the Rickiest Rick and the Mortiest Morty. It has a play score of 8.31. Summoner's War. Step inside the Sky Arena and battle with the aid of over 1,000 monsters at your side. Defeat other summoners, upgrade your character, and engage in dazzling strategic battles. It has a play score of 8.31. Puzzle and Dragons. This match-3 puzzle RPG uses the aid of monsters in your dangerous quest inside death-defying dungeons. It has a play score of 8.30. Fantasy War Tactics. Return to the days of classic RPG where turn-based gameplay meets an immersive story. And no, it's not related to Final Fantasy Tactics. It has a play score of 8.27. Critica, the White Knight. Dubbed as an electrifying action RPG, Critica boasts a fun PvP feature and an engaging roster of champions to delve into. It has a play score of 8.27. Marvel Future Fight. Assemble your team of the most iconic Marvel heroes such as Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Captain America, and more. Save the universe from a collapsing multiverse. It has a play score of 8.27. Inosha 4. Come to us USA's RPG masterpiece. Light and Dark are in a fight for power. Which side will you choose? With improved graphics and memorable storyline, this game has a play score of 8.26. Wonder Tactics. Choose among its 250 heroes and take them on dungeon crawling quests and intense PvP battles. Rearrange heroes and put them in their rightful positions in this strategic RPG. It has a play score of 8.25. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below. And number 1 is Good Night Story. So, hear us out. You wake up as a brave knight in a tavern. Amnesia fills you due to a night of severe drinking. You're hungover, and your quest is to find out what really happened to you during that fateful night. Go taverns after taverns and recollect bits and pieces of memory. Silly, right? The gameplay is similar to number 15's Dungeon Gems. It's a mixture of match-3 puzzle with deep RPG design. Combine colorful tiles and strike danger to every foe you face. Each has their own weakness, so you better match tiles right. The game has over 100 levels to venture and soak hours into. It has a dynamic character development system and epic boss battles to engage. It's unlike most RPG games, but it's What to Play's number 1 free iOS RPG with a play score of 9.02. Thank you to these awesome contributors from around the world who helped us translate our videos to their respective languages. If you want to take part in the growth of our What to Play community, please translate your favorite What to Play videos to your language. Simply click that More button below and select Add Translations. We publish 4 gaming videos every week. Don't miss any of them. Click that bell button beside subscribe, check the send me box, and save. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. To receive the latest play score and gaming updates, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Google+.